Alright, hey, how you doing? We're going to start up with last week's project, basically taking our model that we did last week of our shipping containers and try to get a good view from it. Basically, the way this one is set up, you have an open space in the middle, which is actually going to be like a garage with a wall here. Short container, long container, short container, and two long containers. Assuming that the back here is going to be like a kitchen. This would be like a front living room with a set of stairs. Alright, bedroom areas, maybe another central living room with some bedroom areas around here, maybe like a game room type area down here, or a garage extension type area. So I'm going to show you how to draw this and add roofs to it and things like that, and try to do it as quick as I can so you guys get an idea of the speed you can do it at. So here's what I'm going to do. I took the liberty of drawing the vanishing points on a horizon line already. Alright, I'm going to try to do this upside down, so bear with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put one set of boxes on the bottom of the vanishing line, on the bottom of the horizon line, one set of boxes above it. I'm going to pick a spot close to the middle of the paper. Alright, and then what's going to happen is I'm actually going to have a void in the middle of mine. So I have to kind of make myself a grid to understand where my boxes are going to go. So it looks like something closer to this when it's finished. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. Each one of those boxes that we folded was basically 2 inches tall by 2 inches wide by the length of the paper, or half the length of the paper. It's a 20-footer. So what I'm going to do is, instead of being 2 inches, I'm going to make each one of those boxes half inch by half inch, so it fits in this paper better. So I'm just going to take my pencil and make a mark every half inch going out from the center. This is going to help me for reference. Now, if you don't have a ruler at your house, you could fold a piece of paper 4 times to get yourself like a reference line, something that's about 2 inches long. You can get away with it. So you can see I made a bunch of jags of lines. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do the same thing off the middle one. Alright, and go up a half inch, and I'm going to go down a half inch. Alright, so down a half and up a half. Alright, so we got a line up, a line down. Alright, this is actually going to kind of vanish, but I'm going to still put my starting line up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase it later just to give myself some reference points. Alright, so then I'm going to draw 2 nice light running lines to my vanishing point on both sides. Like this. Alright, and then in order to get so that I have the 2 shipping containers on the right, on this side, on the left, the 1 shipping container on the right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to count off from the front. So if this was 4 solid boxes, my shipping container on this side is going to be in the last 2, not the first 1, 2. It's going to be in 3 and 4. So from here and here, I'm going to draw 2 straight lines up. Once again, this is easier for me to do on the flat. I wish I had a better setup to hold it while I'm doing it, but I don't. Alright, so 1, 2. 1, 2 like this. Here's your first 2 containers on the side. Okay. Now one of my containers is a solid container on the bottom. So I'm actually going to erase that middle line. On my opposite side, I just have the 1 end container double stacked. So this would be 1, 2, 3, and this would be my 4th. So now I get my single on the top, single on the bottom, double on the top, single sideways on the bottom. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lines and start bringing them back to the vanishing point, the opposite direction. So from the side views, I'm going to bring some lines back. Now, as I bring that line back, I'm going to erase these front vanishing point lines, because they're going to kind of be a little bit more confusing, because they go the opposite way now. Now, what I know is this top container only goes 2 spots, so this line is actually good. Right here, and this line is good here. This line is good here, so I can kind of darken those up. This back container actually goes all the way back to here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. Okay. Now what's going to happen is from your front container, this one over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring a line back. And this one, I'm going to bring the line back. Okay, and now what you basically have is you have 2 corners meeting up. Like this. So here's a container. Okay. Container gets stacked straight back. This is actually 2 containers high. Okay. So this would be the double container. This one's actually a solid container. Heading back, and I want to do is I'm just going to add some roofs to them. So from the center, I'm just going to come up about a 1/2 inch, or maybe about a 1/4 inch, half of a half. I'm going to connect the lines like this. Here, one here, one here, one here, and then I'm going to use my vanishing points again. From those points, bring one across, go to my other side, bring one across here. Alright, and then I'm just going to connect them. That should start to get the look of the house we're going for. Alright, now as you're doing it, you can add to it. This is what my first design looked like. Alright, when I didn't do it upside down, you can kind of see I have a garage, I have an entrance, roof in the car. And then as I developed it, okay, you can see on the top one here, alright, I was able to add some windows, doors, garage doors, regular door, fencing. Tell you what, making this property line using the vanishing points really helped the drawing also. Alright, so try something out. I'd love to see you get something to this point. Take a couple days, practice it, do a couple rough drafts like this, and work your way through it until you get to the point where you're comfortable with your design. Each shipping container, I would say for reference, make about a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, and do your best. I'd love to see your designs. All right, thank you.